Hello, so today I'm going to show you how I make this nuclear atomic model. It was proposed by Ernest Rutherford in 1911, so let's learn about its history and the facts and why it was debunked. Now, starting off here, if you can see, I'm making this kind of orbit. Essentially, it's just two rings that's supposed to represent the orbits of the electrons, and the mechanics of this is that the smaller ring is going to be suspended in the middle of the bigger ring to kind of just circle around, because I think that's cool. So it's going to be like a little mobile. Now, Ernest Rutherford was New Zealandian. He was from New Zealand, and he was not actually kind of hoping to make this new model. In fact, he believed the plum pudding model. He thought that was pretty good, but he was studying radioactive decay, and once he learned it, he kind of discovered three particles, which is the alpha, beta, and gamma. He wanted to kind of mess around with the alpha particles, or the alpha waves, and kind of study the atom more. Now, studying this atom, like any good scientist, he created this research popularly known as the golden foil experiment. It was also known as the Geiger-Marsden experiment, but it's now known as the golden foil experiment. The golden foil experiment consisted of a thin sheet of golden foil and also a circular sheet of zinc sulfide sheet kind of behind it. Now, the idea was that if he kind of shot the alpha particles through this gold foil, it would come through to the other side, showing in the zinc sulfide sheet. What happened though was that the alpha particles did not just go through, it also kind of skewed in different directions. Now, this discovery was really essential because this is essentially how he made the discovery of, like, whoa, so there is something in the atom. And he learned a few things. One, there was this mass in the middle of an atom, or there was this kind of point in the middle of the atom that made up most of its mass. It's positively charged, which is why it was able to deflect the alpha particles. He also learned that between this mass, this positively charged mass, and the electrons, there is a significant distance between them that the alpha particles could shimmy through in between them. He called this particular mass in the middle of the atom a nucleus. Now, yeah, this was a pretty good kind of idea of the model, but there was a few people who kind of did not agree with this. So one of them was Bohr. Bohr was all like, hey, if the electrons are kind of just orbiting around this positively charged mass, wouldn't it lose energy and become unstable? Of course, that's not how it works now. We kind of know that it's not how it worked, but that was kind of enough to somewhat discredit this nuclear model. It also kind of did not show how many electrons were in something. It just proved that there was a mass in the middle, and that's kind of about it. What about the electrons? How many electrons are there? Now, we know that there's negatively charged particles beside, but where is it? And that's kind of how it was debunked. Even though, the particle or this nuclear atomic model by Ernest Rutherford was debunked, people still use it today. It's very popular, even still. But you have to understand that this is debunked. This was an old model of the atom called the nuclear atomic model of the atom, which we do not use today. We use the quantum physics version. But that's it. That's kind of outside the realm of my model. So that's it, really. My sources are Science ABC on YouTube. Thank you so much. There's also shout out Sir Wilbert. He is our overall science teacher in senior high school, but he's now in 12th grade. He's teaching us chemistry, which is where this video is going to be kind of dedicated to. So it's chemistry and physics, but mostly chemistry. This video was edited by me, voiced by me. I did my own research. Thank you. That's it. Bye-bye.